What's up guys, Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 17 Ultimate Team. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's episode. I think it is definitely going to be a pretty good one, and we are going to do exactly what I said we would in the end of last episode, and that is give this man, Derek Carr, the newly highest paid quarterback in the NFL. We're going to give this man some new offensive weapons to use on this team. So you guys can see what our lineup is now currently looking like. We need to get ourselves an entirely new starting three. Actually, no, it's scratched that. We need to get ourselves an entire new wide receiver core, man. Not only do we need our starting three, our 1, 2, and 3 receivers on this team, but I decided to get some new backups as well. For, you know, when our starters get tired, we need to get our 4, 5, and 6 wide receivers locked down on this team, along with our starting tight end and a guy to go behind him to back him up, you know, to sub in once he gets tired as well. So moving forward, let's go ahead and start with what I like to think probably my favorite position on this team. Definitely probably my most used one on the offense as well. I love getting tight ends, man, and the tight end we are going to get for this lineup is going to be 94 overall Team of the Year, Greg Olsen from the Carolina Panthers, of course. You guys see this man has a ridiculous amount of chemistries, and I know that some of you guys could consider this to be somewhat of a weak upgrade, which this is definitely going to be the last of the weak upgrades, man, okay? I understand some of you guys, I have a ton of coins, but just trust me, by the end of the year, our team is going to be unbelievable. But for now, we're just going to slowly upgrade our team and bring in a lot of cards that I haven't gotten a chance to use so far this year. But our tight end is locked down now. We have Greg Olsen. Moving forward, our number 3 wide receiver, this is going to be the guy who is in the slot. I decided to go ahead and get Campus Hero Edition 96 overall Golden Tate. I definitely like the way his stats look for a slot wide receiver. He is route runner chemistry and slot expert, which, by the way, every single one of these chemistries that our wide receivers have is going to be maxed out to tier 2. So a lot of these guys are going to be getting some big time boost in every single one of their stats. Now, moving forward, we're going to get our wide receiver number 2. This is going to be kind of our aggressive catch receiver, the one we're going to be throwing it up deep to. I decided to go ahead and get award winners Allen Robinson from the Jaguars, who is at a 96 overall. You guys see a quick peek at his stats, but like I did say, once chemistries are all active on every single one of these guys, their stats are going to be crazy, man. So like I did in the last episode, you guys remember I left you all with this mystery, which was going to be a player that I was going to bring into my team in this episode. Well, obviously that time has come, and our new number 1 overall starting wide receiver is going to be the Easter version of Demaryius Thomas, who is at a 97 overall. A lot of you guys did end up guessing this correctly, so shout out to you guys who did end up guessing this card correctly. It was quite a few of you guys. So he is going to be our new number 1 starting overall wide receiver. He is the milestone card as well. So for 100,000 coins, I actually got this for somewhat of a cheap price because he does sell for a little bit more than that. But chain mover chemistry, deep threat, 97 overall Demaryius Thomas is going to be our new number 1 overall starting wide receiver on this team. You guys see his stats, they definitely look pretty insane for a good starting 1 overall wide receiver. Now that we have all of our positions locked up, let's go ahead and plug every single one of these guys into the team. Here is our new offense, man. I think that this team looks so good. Like, Derek Carr has so many new targets to throw to on this team that we should not be having any mistakes on offense from this point forward while this team is complete. So let's go ahead and, of course, take a closer look at this team and see what everybody is looking like. Demaryius Thomas, our number 1 overall wide receiver, is at a 98. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm definitely a little bit salty that Demaryius Thomas is only at a 98 overall. Like, I mean, I have chain mover and deep threat chemistries maxed out, and the dude only went up 1 overall to a 98. Like, I really, truly thought this guy was going to be at a 99 overall. Anyways, nonetheless, he's still a beast. He has 96 spec catch and a 95 catch in traffic. As we look at our wide receiver number 2, Allen Robinson, he is up to a 99 overall. That is definitely what I like to see. He has a 94 catching, 95 spec catch, and a 97 catch in traffic. Our slot wide receiver, Golden Tate, is also up to a 99 overall. That is what I like to see, man, out of these guys. He's got a 96 catching, 94 elusiveness, 87 release, 97 route running, and a 94 catch in traffic with 91 speed, which is kind of slow at a slot wide receiver, but I think he's still going to be a monster for us. And finally, last but not least, we have Greg Olsen up to a 97 overall. He has a 98 catching, 96 release, 95 route running, and a 96 catch in traffic. That guy should not be dropping any passes whatsoever. And as for our backup positions, from the Spotlight solo challenges, I decided to go ahead and plug in this Braxton Miller, who is up to a 98 overall. Wide receiver number 5, we've got season star Devontae Adams. He's at a 97 overall. And at wide receiver number 3, we still got this bum hanging around, man. Tyreek Hill from Team of the Year. The only reason he's still on my team is because I do need him at our kickoff and punt returner, man, with that speed. We kind of need him on the team. But also, I didn't show it, but our backup tight end is also Jeremy Shockey, the legend from the Christmas promo that went on. So, anyways, here is our defense. I didn't make any changes over here. This is your chance. If you guys missed the last episode, you should see it at the top right corner of your screen. Basically, we went ahead and increased our linebacking core, man. We got Wesley Woodyard. We got Khalil Mack. We got Paul Puzzlesny, man. I think things are looking great over on this defense. And next episode, man, is going to be the last one that we make some changes with this lineup until we make a run at the Super Bowl. We are going to go ahead and try and get ourselves some new starting cornerbacks on this team. But our offense is now complete, man. I'm excited to see what Derek Carr is going to do with his new weapons.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
We're definitely going to have to get used to seeing this 99 overall CJ Procise, because I mean literally every single person that is playing this game has this card on their team, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely am very happy that EA is giving out free 99 players to people, because there are a lot of people in this community who don't have money to spend on packs. They don't have time to grind the crap out of this game, build up a bunch of coins, and get a crazy team. So the fact that at this point in the game they are giving away free 99 players to these type of people, I can't complain, man. I definitely am happy about it. But on defense, man, my opponent decided to go no huddle and go for it on 4th down. I thought he was going to run, so I sent the blitz. Khalil Mack was able to get to Tom Brady in time, forced the incompletion, which obviously resulted in a turnover on down. So now it is to pick things up on offense, get to see our new wide receivers go to work. We see Golden Tate with the first catch, picking up a 1st down. Next play on 1st and 10, that was a very dangerous pass to the end zone, but Allen Robinson came up with the catch. That was almost intercepted, man. And Allen Robinson is going to be the first man of our new offense, getting his first touchdown on this team, giving us a 7-0 lead. So as we're back out on defense, my opponent is picking things right back up from where he left off with, which is going constantly to CJ Procise every single play. Back to the no huddle. It is now a 2nd and 4. Tom Brady looks confused, man. And he throws an interception to Bob Sanders. Let me tell you, man, this Bob Sanders card gets so many interceptions on my team. He definitely makes a couple of mistakes here and there, but he makes up for it with the amount of interceptions that this guy gets on my team. So, back out on offense. It's time for our receivers to go back to work. Look at this throw that Derek Carr just made, man. That was an absolutely beautiful throw. Demaryius Thomas comes up with the catch. I'll play later on 2nd and 7. I see Golden Tate in the back of the end zone. Way to keep your feet in bounds, man. That is going to be our 2nd touchdown, 14-0 on my opponent. At this point, it was definitely kind of going downhill for my opponent, man. I mean, my defense was beaten up all over this guy. Khalil Mack is getting to Tom Brady once again. That forced a 3rd and 20. And in the next quarter, he decided to go for it on 4th down, just tossing it up deep to Braxton Miller. That was way overthrown. And after that happened, my opponent decided to pause the game, and I think you guys know what part comes next.
Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Okay, now this was one of those games where I think I'm literally playing against somebody who just started playing Ultimate Team. Like, this might be his first head-to-head game. His team was that bad.
Gotcha, bitch!
And obviously, this is nothing to boast about, but this is just, you know, this is an episode to show you guys our new wide receivers. But on defense, we get the user interception with Wesley Woodyard, and it's time to go to work, man, with our new offensive weapons. This is all about showing you guys what these guys are capable of. Now, on 3rd down and 10, Derek Carr just embarrassed my opponent, man. I mean, he just used the wheels to go ahead and pick up that 1st down. And then on the next play, 1st and goal, we find Demaryius Thomas in the back of the end zone. Another sideline grab from our receivers, man, keeping his feet in bounds in the back of the end zone. That gives us our first touchdown of this game. As we move forward, my opponent, he had a pretty solid drive. He made his way down the field, but
gotcha, bitch.
It just resulted in another user pick with Wesley Woodyard, man. I mean, this, I think, is probably my favorite middle linebacker that I've used so far this year. Wesley Woodyard is an absolute monster, getting tons of user picks with this guy. On 2nd and 10, we find none other than Demaryius Thomas yet again. This guy was going to work in this episode. A pickup of 26 yards, able to keep his feet in bounds. A play later on 2nd and 10. We're going to throw it up deep. Like I said to Allen Robinson earlier in the episode, this is going to be the guy we just toss it up deep to, and he comes up big time with a catch. A play later on 1st and 10, Derek Carr is rolling out of the pocket. And Demaryius Thomas, another beautiful sideline catch. Now up to a 14-0 lead, and again, like I said, this is nothing to boast about, man. I mean, my man's here literally just started Ultimate Team. I mean, he has the free Tom Brady. He's got a base elite Larry Fitzgerald, but the reason I wanted to show you guys this game was because my new receivers did make a bunch of plays in this game, so I just had to show you because this episode is all about our new wide receivers that we picked up for this team, even though we did kind of bully this guy, and it was just a very, very easy game. Now, back out after we got an interception with Janoris Jenkins, Demaryius Thomas, man, I mean, this guy is killing it with all these sideline grabs, comes up with a huge catch. Next play, we're on the 1-yard line. This play almost never works for me, but we go with the fade route to Allen Robinson. He just bullied his defender, man. He gets a touchdown. That put us up 21-0, and soon after, my opponent ended up rage quitting from the game. Now, I did play quite a few more games after this, and the story was the same pretty much for everyone. I mean, we did really good with all of our receivers. We would go down, put up a touchdown, make a play on defense, and my opponent would rage quit like you guys are going to see here. So Demaryius Thomas with the catch. Next play on 1st and goal. Tossing it up to Greg Olsen. Beautiful throw by Derek Carr. Greg Olsen's first touchdown on our team. That puts us up 7-0 in this game against my opponent. And as I said, we made plays on defense.
Gotcha, bitch.
Bob Sanders, yet again, this man is getting himself another interception. And after we got that pick, just up 7-0, only took 1 touchdown and 1 interception, my opponent decided to pause the game. You guys know what comes next. Your peer has conceded the game. Jumping into the next game, man. Getting to see some more plays from our new wide receivers. In this one, 2nd and 10, we throw it up to Golden Tate. A beautiful throw again. I mean, our offense is clicking in this episode, man. I mean, Derek Carr is making some miraculous throws. All of our receivers are coming down with these catches. Golden Tate, as you just did see, come up with the catch. But look at this play. Do you guys see this? My opponent is putting 9 people in a zone coverage and sending 2 people at me. That gave me a ton of time in the pocket to just sit there, wait for a receiver to get open, and that is exactly what we just did. We found Demaryius Thomas wide open in the back of the end zone. That put us up 7-3 in this game against my opponent. Steve McNair is who my opponent has at quarterback, and as you guys can see, just threw it up deep. Josh Norman comes up with the interception. That is going to be the last pick that we see from Josh Norman because, like I said, we are getting new cornerbacks in the next episode. And after that pick, like I said, it was the same story every single one of these games, man. Have 1 touchdown, get a stop on defense, your peer has conceded the game. And for the final game, man, we got one last offensive play to show you guys. 1st and 10, Demaryius Thomas. This guy is a man. So that is going to do it for today's episode, you guys. I hope all of you did enjoy. It was definitely a lot of fun. Our new receivers are killer, man. I'm absolutely loving these guys. Now, like I said from the last episode, what I want to start doing with you guys is leaving you all with a mystery of a player that I'm going to be bringing into my team into the next episode. So, like I said, we're going to be getting new cornerbacks in the next episode. Here is your little mystery of a player that is going to be joining my team in the next episode. I think I made this one a little bit more difficult. A lot of you guys did end up guessing it in the last one, so I want to, give you guys more of a challenge. So again, if you guys know who this card is, make sure you leave your comment down below. Try and figure out who this card is and who's going to be joining my team in the next episode. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope all of you did enjoy. Please be sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video. I would very much appreciate it. Once again, I hope all of you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me as always. I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.